Yeah. I actually quite like the SAG draft, but you know it's SAG, so I can't really go for them. You know, the draft was good. Ish.
Well, it's actually for game 2, which is when will the game end? Less than 25, 25 to 40, and then over 40. But next game I can give it.
Okay.
I see for you.
Prepare for battle.
Hold on. Yeah.
Maybe? No? Yeah? Maybe?
I haven't had my coffee at the laundry anyway.
Yeah. You don't have coffee.
Very funny. It's like me. At least what my mom says.
Is that one of your favorite voice lines? The Razor one? I feel like you can imitate it well.
Thank you.
You have a good voice. I think like a couple days ago, maybe a week ago, you were just doing a bunch of voice lines and nailing every.
Yeah, we gotta make sure I stay down low though. I don't want to get kidnapped by the government for voice lines.
30 seconds
Okay.
to battle.
We won't.
Weaver, if he's farmed, I mean the lane is gonna be good, much better than the Phantom Lancer, and if he's farmed, actually has pretty good matchups against Weaver, against Razor as well as Ursa. So in that regard, I kind of like the pick, but it doesn't give you, of course, as much late game security as like Phantom Lancer would. But then again, you have a Tiny, you have a Centaur, they scale pretty well into the late game. Should be
The battle
okay.
begins.
However, the Phoenix is gonna be a big problem. They don't really have any great Phoenix answer.
Yeah, the right clicking potential isn't exactly amazing to take out like the egg.
Yeah. Like,
And
once
like-
this guy reaches 18, maybe even gets an axe, go.
I would even say, I was gonna say even earlier, once he gets to the second level in Supernova, it's gonna be very tough. Like level 1, yeah, I think they have a chance. Level 2, I think that is, if you can't kill it there, you got problems.
Level 2 is usually when these BKBs come in, maybe on the Weaver, maybe on the Tiny also. So there's a chance that they can take it out there. Just the later the game goes, the scarier this Phoenix gets. Also the percentage of damage against Tower, Tiny. It's a very scary hero in this game. And then the unpause.
In the tip September, okay.
But there was a BM on pause because of the other team unpausing. I would pause again to check the Whipple once more. Can we get a DQ win here, guys?
The unwritten rules.
Oh, transition double over lightning. Oh, he got him. Holly.
That's not good. I didn't
We have seen these uncharacteristic mistakes quite a bit from IG, honestly.
Completely 180 from what we saw from season 1.
Like he just stood in the creep, by tanking it, gets the power stomped, and just dies for free pretty much. IG definitely has a lot of work cut out for them. I watched him yesterday in I-League against eHome. They managed to win 2, but didn't look pretty.
It wasn't like their cleanest series, but eHome's doing really well
They
in
are.
I-League.
Not only in I-League, even the last game they played in DPC looked really good. Their drafting style overall seems to be really working out for them.
It looked a lot better. They 2-0'd Aster,
Dire's
so
top tower is under attack.
certainly something to look forward to if you're an eHome fan, because they're on the cusp as well. A lot of teams are on the cusp. Like this is because if they lose here,
3-3?
they're 2-4 if they lose here,
2-4? They don't even have 3 wins.
which would put them even with RNG. And their last series is up against eHome, and it could end up being, you know, they just end up middle of the pack.
Yeah, you can't afford to lose here. I still don't think they will lose here. Just overall skill level should be too good. But I mean, there's always a chance.
You could have a Logan situation.
Sure.
You get beaten game 1, you kind of, I almost want to say tilted in game 2 a little bit.
I feel like they're not adventurous enough to pull something like that off, though. You really can really caught TMC off guard, especially in the second game. Chinese teams really don't do that at all, ever. Whether they're underdog or not, they don't like to experiment around.
Weaver's a little different. Other than that, this is pretty standard.
I mean, Weaver was a decent carry like a while ago. Kind of fell out of favor because late game carries, like the super hard carries were just more popular.
There was a time when Weaver felt like one of the most carries in China. You have like Mugi play it, and you know, I really liked it back in the day. They loved the Weaver, and then it just became like, you pick Weaver, we'll just pick Bloodseeker.
Yep, back in my days. Top lane is actually pretty even. I thought Weaver Grimstroke would be doing better here.
Trying to stop that salve, maybe a little bit earlier, but IDC gets the most out of it. I do get a little bit worried on how he's going to handle this Legion if it goes a little bit later. They've got the Shackle, the Hoof Stomp, damage with the Ether Shock. September's got another kill, and this time he takes out Fly. This lane's going really well for SAG.
It's a lot of damage potential coming out. They don't have any way at all to cancel the Shackle. So I really like killing Shackles level 2.
Are fortified.
Just to save them for such an art. Going for the next kill as well.
Yeah, Shackle, Hoof Stomp, and the Double Edge. They've got
Radiant's
another.
bottom tower
Not worth it.
is
I was
under
gonna go for
attack.
Dice.
Okay, dice to the tower. That's not awful.
Yeah, but Ursa gets solo XP, now he gets free farm lane.
Yeah.
Like, this kill was not necessary, because Trian was already half health. He could dive out. Gemini attack. Had a fairy fire. Fake hype. Bottom is not fake hype though. Earthshock.
There's a little bit of revenge there.
Question again though, is it worth? I think he lost so much health. Does he have a healing spell on Trian? He does not. How do you lane?
Again.
That's what I mean. Like, the kill is good, but is it worth it? Because you can't touch creeps now.
So we talked about experimenting with SAG.
Yeah.
And Son Goku's doing a bit of a different build. Not going to that early Vanguard that we've seen so many times on the center. He's gone double Bracer, going straight into the overwhelming Blink. I believe after this. Straight overwhelming Blink. That's an interesting way to go. Static Link got 70 to rotation there. The Battlefield comes in. Will get the kill on the 7E.
Razor's just too good against Tiny. He has 0
Dire's
armor.
top
Every time
tower is
4
under
hits you, you
attack.
lose 1 armor.
Dire's
physical damage coming out.
structures are fortified.
Now a little bit of power pressure.
Dire's middle tower is under
What
attack.
SAG's response here? Rotating in. It does. They got faster too. The path were a lot slower.
What was the build back in the day with Razor like? You'd get the refresher and just pop 2 ults and run at people and you destroy them.
Yeah, we still see that sometimes. Legion Commander has a little bit of power here.
And the GT
Still
that
has a
does
fairy
land
fire.
and right quick fairy fire still not enough, but I assume Ice wants to dive this.
You have to be careful.
The attack with turn Razor. He's here. Plasma Field. IDC's in trouble, and he's just gonna die.
I'm not even sure why he went for that kill. There was still the hood active that he used, so Kushi dealt 0 damage.
That was just in a horrible position.
He got baited super hard, but honestly, he baited himself more than anything.
Yeah.
Like,
JT
sometimes,
just running back. I don't know if he was doing much of a baiting.
yeah, like you gotta be just happy to free farm, you know? You don't need to get that kill. It's the 3rd time we saw this. 3 heroes bottom though. Oh, Shaman missed the opportunity. A little bit too impatient. There's no way of canceling the Shackle. And Weaver down here as well now.
Inkswell is just too blocked now. Razor is coming over. They've done a decent amount of damage in the Holly, but I don't know if that's enough. They're going to turn on to September. They'll get that kill on the Shadow Shaman. They look over at Son Goku with this ult from Emo. The lightning strikes hit. Kill off
Eating
Son
away at him.
Goku. Oh, there it is.
You are dead.
I mean, great team from Emo, but again, SAG just overcommitting it to the tower.
Did they overcommit or did they undercommit? Because to me, I think you could have had 4 heroes go on to those 2 where you know, are you sure you can't break through Emo's throwing your way?
You could potentially commit all of you, but it might also result in losing all of you. Like, just overall, Ursa was full health. He got living armor on him.
Felt like a damned if you do, damned if you don't moment.
Yeah, exactly. They're just not really making the correct moves enough. We got to see bottom there.
70 static linked. They've used the Stampede. They're trying to get September out.
Phoenix, no dive. He has a combo on Tiny. They're not even checking the pit. Wait, what? He didn't go in?
He didn't go all the way in. Avalanche toss on the Legion. Phantoms and great Sunray to try and keep the Legion alive. But the 8-12 stroke made the damage there. Sunray is doing so much. Battlefield, there's the duel. And when all is said and done, he gets a duel victory. Battlefield's gonna slowly start Goku and another ult from
No Stampede either.
he just uses to get September out of the static. He's gonna soak up some damage here and go right back on him. So all of a sudden, Razor's hitting for an extra 60. Well, not the biggest number, but more than enough to get the kill on the Centaur.
They're just getting completely outplayed
Radiant
here.
are scanning.
JT with it. Oh, they're diving Salmon as well.
September.
There's no out for him.
JT
Oh,
stopped
actually,
him. Can they
they all
corral him
went the
for,
wrong way.
Can they corral him for 10 seconds and get the duel?
7,
Radiant's middle
6,
tower is under
5,
attack.
4,
Nature's Grasp was slow.
3,
Do they do this under the tower? That is such a risk.
What's happening,
What are
dude?
you doing?
Dyer's
happening in
top
this
tower
game?
They
is
want
under
him still.
attack.
He's.
I think they want to get out, to be honest.
Oh,
Oh,
JT, did you play
JT.
yourself? No.
Played them.
Dire are scanning.
And Trina's like, I don't know, TP had to walk through here.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
If that had resulted in JT dying,
I really don't know what it was about. Just get the tower, guys. Both teams are playing a
Radiant's
very
bottom
aggressive
tower is
Dota,
under
let's
attack.
just call it that way.
that's when me, a pub, I'm just taking the tier 1. Like, guys, just take the tower.
Stop diving, man.
Why are you behind the tier 2?
But also, usually the entire team would be dead.
Invisibility.
But massive stack here that Razor and Phoenix are farming. So there's 5 stacks.
Or did it count when you also got the skeletons that came out? I thought I had
Mapped up.
Oh yeah, I didn't see it from the beginning, so I didn't know.
Sure.
Avalanche toss on the fly. That's a dead Ursa. Some help from IDC as well as September.
I'm very interested by Flyfight's decision to throw back bottom. You kind of just want to get the top tower and farm around there. Much safer for you.
You have so
Radiant's
many
bottom
options
tower
considering
is
Razor's
under
in the
attack.
jungle. You have a
Radiant
lane to go to
structures
and
are
just get farm,
fortified.
right?
Yep, and he's getting punished for his greed, maybe? I'm gonna call it that. JT's
Dyer's
jungling as
structures
well.
are fortified.
I kind of wanted to ramp up the pressure a bit. Now Ursa's being in the
Radiant's
middle.
bottom tower is under
Go to
attack.
the bottle.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
It's good support.
Definitely what I would be expecting. Are they going to roll it? He's been thinking about it.
Dyer's courier
Yes.
has been killed.
Only level 1 overpower though. Not the fastest Roche.
Yeah.
Dyer's
Slowly
middle tower is
whittling
under
away.
attack.
Medallion here.
SAG even no, they don't act like no at all.
Do they have vision on? They didn't see this ward isn't enough.
Well, it's free Roche then.
Your Shan has
Not the
fallen
fastest
to
Roach,
the
but
Radiant.
it's certainly an early Roach.
Means the next Roche is gonna spawn at about 20 minutes. And it's gonna have the shot already. Which is gonna be very impactful. Wouldn't mind it on the Razor this game also. Pretty good against all these targeted spells.
Go.
Interesting. Just because obviously that second Roche
Nice.
TP out. That second Roche is short, so when you're picking Ursa, you're obviously thinking, like, hey, Ursa, how early can I do Roche's Ursa to get that shard as early as possible?
Yep.
Because the shard on these heroes, I wouldn't be surprised if they gave it a fly. I think it's a really good shard with the Empower.
Dyer's top tower is
Enrage. Your shot, sorry.
Yours on the Tiny.
But then you've got the shard possibility for the Legion, too. And an early Legion shard.
I mean, he can probably buy it at the time second Roche spawns, and you can give it to someone who wants it more than him.
I guess the question is, who's the less wanting to spend?
Yeah. Which I think is probably Fly. He's going to be useful as well, and he's had a pretty rough lane.
He's still second on the net worth.
I mean, Emo right now is god of the game.
Dire's structures
Yeah.
are fortified.
Especially with the Legion behind him. There's no way of knocking him down reliably. Centaur finally has a Blink Dagger. There's a play for that.
Dire's middle tower is
It's
under
not going to be a
attack.
surprise one since he's showing in pain.
Go right after JT. They've got the Hex.
JT out completely.
Have the damage. Finally, Son Goku gets that double edge. 90 CM high as well as the quick stop on 2. The Soulbind comes in. So now really continue to go for this as Wi-Fi jumps into the fight. They get the kill in September. They'll take out Son Goku. They look over now at IDC as well as XCJ. Trying to see if they can get themselves a plus for 2.
It looked good until once again they dive too far.
Dire's middle tower
Korean
is
trampled
under
around with his massive overgrowth.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
It's gonna be okay. Flatfly definitely back in this game. You know, his diffuser picked up. And just overall, I've seen this a lot in the past where lesser teams, even though the score might not look so bad, they just get out-farmed on the map. The efficient, the P rotations aren't as good. Exactly.
Well, you see a lot of these. I don't know. It's obviously not mutually exclusive to the teams that are at the bottom. You'll see teams that are struggling forced to rotate 4 heroes. Like they bring 4 heroes to kill, and then maybe a 5.
But I don't know if they're also like desperate to do it.
Yeah.
And that, of course, results in you not using the map efficiently at all, right?
You brought 4 heroes to get 1 kill.
Exactly.
And the cores on the side of the other team are farming the rest of the map. So, you know, you're so desperate to get these kills to try and bring yourself back, and it doesn't even, and, you know, it's counterintuitive to get the kill. On the field, in the air, 70 in trouble. It is very low. Surviving for now, Stroke of Fate, Emo, now hexed up, will save 70. A Fly coming from behind in September.
He just walked
He'll just
uphill.
drop.
He did not expect it at all.
Fly was going to be there.
Yeah, big bear there. And a little Yankee fight up there. Nobody takes any damage.
Dagger finishing tour, elite.
Not probably Dave the tool of initiation. Also the initiation stack.
Okay, he still is going. Or Luffy has a Q.
Who?
Son Goku, the overwhelming blink.
Oh yeah. First item.
I don't know if I hate that. I
think I
don't know. I could see its perks. Silence onto this Ursa. Now they've got the Hex. Ooh, trying to get to the low ground. He doesn't quite get the complete. Stop double edge coming through onto Ollie. They can kill on the Hex. I might not dead yet. Finally, they'll take out his Aegis. You're going to lose your Sentinel. So Son Goku's got 2 heroes dead. All you get out of this is the Aegis. Battlefield is up September. Got the Hex. He's stuck in the Serpent Wards, but Emo not really taking much damage. I don't think Serpent Wards hitting him to start. He got super late. That comes out, thinking of a bounty, bottle that up for Emo. That's a lot of min-maxing right there. If you can pick up a bounty and fill them up.
Oh, no real response from SG at all. They went on an Ursa all in pretty much with that Aegis. Didn't time the Roshan because it was very close to expiring. So just wait like 10 seconds or so. Might get a fight where the Aegis just expires. But you can just see IG is, you know, even their shaky self and their not 100% self, still some classes above SAG, of course.
I'm trying to figure out.
My friend.
Are scanning.
Obviously, Centaur has such a massive strength. Hey, if he goes to his early overwhelming blink,
Yeah.
it's 50% movement speed. It's the 50 attack speed flow for seconds, and then the damage is equal to 200 plus 100% of your strength. So it's an expensive item, 6,800 gold. You're wanting blink in the first place, so I guess theoretically, or well, not theoretically.
Radiant's top tower
You can
is
say,
under attack.
a really overwhelming blink is only
4K?
4K. Is 4K is what you're getting from the overwhelming blink this early on. That damage, the attack speed slow, the movement speed slow, Does that justify it?
I mean, Lotus Orb is just so good this game. So I can't really see justification of going overwhelming Blink before that.
Right.
Simply because Overgrowth you can dispel, the Fire Spirits, in the Diffusion
Radiant's
Blade you
middle
can
tower
reflect the
is under
Link.
attack.
There's so many things
What sort of prize?
you need it for that. I would be fine with Lotus Orb into Overwhelming Blink maybe, but first item maybe can work. He's done a tiny before. Looks pretty bad.
Yeah, the center is just so much, not so much better, but the damage.
And it's not that high, you know. Like
It's not.
from its strength, you get like 130. Hammer again running in. And
Wow, Emo we've been and the Silvermine on the two, pulling up in the air, trying to survive Supernova down, and if they need to run, then Sungoku's been slowed up. They'll also end up, they got a couple shots to this egg, but not enough shots, so Kaka, he'll be reborn. And 7E, he'll die to the plasma field of Emo, and he's now got a double kill.
He kind of just gave up. He didn't run anymore.
Jack. Whip. Okay.
Oh, outplaying Fly here. Fly is mad now. You're next to my CEO.
Hey, that's a TI player, right?
Here it is.
He's checking out these guys on IG.
He's going for Satanic on Ursa straight away. Can't really dispel anything. I think I would much rather see a St. Joshua, to be honest. I think they've stunned a little bit. But I mean, at this point, they're so far ahead and they have so much tankability that it probably will still end up being a good purchase. Give the damage, and of course, a life leech. But I'm not the biggest fan. I think St. Joshua would have been, in a closer game, probably the right choice.
Radiant
Roche up in
scanning.
25 seconds. 70 Blinks still gets hit with the plasma field. Static Link toss on the JT, who was looking for that. He's only got 10 dual damage.
It was actually such a lucky toss. He wanted to toss the Razor away from him.
Yeah, and he
JT's like, ah!
Legion.
Well, it happens. Sometimes you just miss. Every time we see Razor, the hero's just falling off. Most notably in XM's hands as well.
Yeah,
Emo.
he had that really good game with it.
Yeah, generally well played with him.
Wing Tool, that goes to an XC. That ain't solo. Get the kill on Emo. It's a 7-time screw going IDC. Wi-Fi being controlled. They've got the Supernova down. The Server work there. The Hex is out on a block line. Chasing back from the Avalanche. Sunray is going to be enough. He's got the Satanic to heal up. Now try to turn this Overgrowth going on to September. So they'll take out September. Look over at Sungoku. Try to save his Shadow Shot. Not a lot of help. He'll end up in. He's got on the side of SAG. Icarus dive over. Spear Vest on 7E. JT gets the kill there. And only IDC survives.
Dire's middle tower
But as
is
we've
under
seen many
attack.
times in the past, he DC, trying to go back in 1v4. And that's not good. Because it would be a bad move. Roshan is up. 3-1. Shot this time as well. He's gonna go to probably Ursa, maybe LC. Probably LC actually, he's not purchasing anything. See the team right here again.
Radiant's middle
Actually,
tower
Razor gets
is
blown
under
up, which I'm
attack.
very surprised by. I didn't think he'd have that much damage. And it really got the panic coming in handy straight away. Doing it momentarily here.
Him right here.
Yep.
Forces him to time lapse too.
It's just too much farm right now on the ID side. They can't really ask for much of that fight at the beginning. Killing the Razor first like that is
70 in trouble.
Big.
Bull whipped. Fly, heal, be tossed back. By the way, the Legion didn't end up taking the shard.
Yep.
Dire's top tower is under
Honestly,
attack.
either or was probably him or the Ursa, I think, with the right move.
Yeah, I mean Ursa right now is pretty damn rich. And his shot isn't nearly as good as the Legion's, of course.
No, Legion's, offers you a lot of porting.
I mean, that's S tier right there.
Ursa's A tier.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Casual Satanic pop. Why not? 24
Radiant's
seconds cooldown.
bottom tower is under
Not that long
attack.
of a cooldown.
I wonder what they're gonna do next. 15 seconds.
Because
Dire's top tower has fallen.
gem picked up here for Ollie.
Where's the free buck from? 25% lifesteal goes to 200. Just like that.
I don't know.
Dire's middle tower
know
is
who
under
thought of that.
attack.
I do a lot of thinking about Dota. I go to bed.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Why is it
attack.
called the fuse of late?
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
What else? What else you got in that?
Dire's
the thought
structures are
session?
fortified.
does it
Radiant's
put
bottom tower
magic?
is under attack.
Hey,
Dire's
Dave,
middle
left.
tower is under attack.
I asked before, but why does we need an ocean heart to drink healing water?
Dire's
See,
middle
that
tower
one
has
is a
fallen.
little bit weird. Ocean Heart just gives you the power of regenerative properties when you're
Radiant's
standing
bottom
water. So
tower
it's the
is
Ocean
under
Heart that
attack.
activates the water.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, fair
Radiant's
enough.
bottom tower has fallen.
Fly just on a high
Radiant's
ground
top
with the rest of his
tower is
team.
under attack.
So he just delivers play. Great Hex,
Again.
toss it back. Meanwhile, for the front of the attack, they got so much
Damage.
damage! And they got the Supernova, they're forced to one. And it goes pop onto 3 of these heroes. They've got the 270, they'll get the code of September. Emo with the double kill. They do finally take of the Aegis.
There's still cheese on the Razor as well.
Dire's middle
Circuit
tower
Ward's
is under
committed
attack.
2 heroes. No buyback of this tiny. A bit more gold here for Fly. Fly takes out the Circuit Wards.
Circle Ward is now destroyed. And INT trying to deal some damage here. He's actually dealing a lot of damage. He's really farmed on the Weaver and pretty high level as well. Actually, highest level in the game I think, on the Weaver in 8.
Centaur is going for blows before that overwhelmed blink.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
He just wants Fabric. You.
Face people like you.
No. To make it, you know, feel like home when you
Okay.
finally have that overwhelm.
Fair enough. Good toss back, but again, they're so far behind they don't have the damage, they don't have the tools to kill them. The Supernova we spoke about, he just flies in the middle of all 5 heroes, activates it. He's like... Shaman.
Yeah, Shaman trying to... Okay, toss back. And they will get the dual victory. They will get the kill. They'll take out Kafka, so the Phoenix is dead. Does that buybacks on who will fall to the head on the side of SAG. Locked away from IDC. JT looking to find him, but he doesn't really have any lockdown for him anyway.
Going top. I think I read the movement here on Fly. Yeah, and he should be toast.
Looking with the diffusal, right clicks through. Ollie coming in. They've got the toss, but
Oh, here comes the
now
toss.
70, he gets moving. Yeah,
I like the cut a bit. They just split from the trees through them. He also will tell him. He should not be able to kill the weak here, but as I said, he's running out of the quickly. There's a lot of damage coming in.
yeah, he's soaking up a lot, and now he's got 174 to work with.
Invisibility.
He got a total of 25 damage on Weaver. That's pretty impressive. Especially with that Gemini.
50.
Gold and sweet.
Well, then that also gives you the bonus damage, of course. But only a Weaver player would know that. Because you're gonna... Ooh.
So it would be 155.
Impressed. Not down talk my boy Weaver like that.
Doing it.
Boy Weaver is about to drop the next mixtape, bro.
There was a little while where a lot of people thought that Weaver wasn't exactly hard carry material all the time.
Yeah. I mean, his new talents is super good. Especially his sometimes attack.
The problem is that
Yeah. It's definitely not the hardest carry.
although I also like the Shikuchi charge.
No.
Too. Carry.
They don't. He doable. maybe soon.
Silence. Well, don't tell me he gets out. There you go. No way.
As before, 4 heroes for pot 5. Very worth it. Thank you for displaying that.
Yeah, I mean, they come over. They do get dual damage this time, so a little bit more
Radiant's
worth it when you
middle
have
tower
that
is under
scaling.
attack.
Although, 20 extra damage.
Isn't it double damage rule to Razor instead of Ursa? Why? Ursa has 2 more base damage than him. A total of 4 damage you're missing.
Yeah, but you also are surviving better or longer. I think Emo's been playing a lot better. Oh, not a lot better, but we've been playing.
I'm playing better, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Dyer's
Four
middle tower
damage
is
or
under
I'm playing.
Dyer's structures are
He
fortified.
has the axe up and as well. So the fact is building is 2 even. Not bad.
Toss back and so powerful. That was real nice there from Ollie. They're going to go after 70. They got the Yules. They'll have to throw them. Losing. So some Goku actually gets the victory. They take up GC as well as Ollie. They end up losing 3 heroes. Buyback from both Destiny as well as XCJ. Avalanche toss. Wi-Fi in trouble. Pop. Now he's looking to turn these around. He's got the Satanic Sunray on top, keeping him alive, but the silence is there. The right comes in on the Emo, the toss again, and Wi-Fi's dead. Can't entirely break that high ground. Buybacks were available for SAG.
This Weaver's actually dealing too much damage now. Like,
He hurts.
He did lose the duel, right? Against the Centaur?
Yeah. Centaur all of a sudden, he's got
40
damage.
Yeah.
So,
With a double duel.
yeah, because right?
Yeah. The low sub duel.
Oh, and
Radiant's
there it
middle
is.
tower
Duel
is
comes
under
out,
attack.
so it's technically a double duel.
That's in tier 4 tower. Also.
Radiant's middle tower is fallen.
Yeah, like the team fight goes very wrong. But the ultimate, they can only to go in deep for IG.
Although SAG, they're coming in pretty deep. They get the kill on the Ollie and be the Goku.
We just did so much damage.
Yeah,
actually.
they control for IDC and they just don't have it at the moment. They lack a lot of they don't have tools. Soul by Ally. Lost again. And now we're gonna get the kill. They've got the shack for the sneak out.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with it right now. Net worth number doesn't matter. And SAG completely in this game. They take next Roche. 42 seconds? Yeah.
In response to 40 seconds, it's the third Roche with Aegis Cheese,
Radiant's
maybe
top
Agams.
tower is under attack.
And he's so close on Daedalus against it. Like, they have no answer to this Weaver.
They
Once
don't
he
have,
has
they don't have the
Daedalus,
control.
Radiant's
Where are you
middle
getting your
tower
control?
is under
only the
attack.
duel.
Duel.
The only thing.
Radiant structures are
Game go on
fortified.
maybe too long.
And maybe a couple of too many questionable dives on IG. So many uncharacteristic mistakes. Like, we just want some clean IG Dota.
What we were seeing in season 1.
Radiant's
Yeah,
top
like,
tower
what
is
happened?
under attack. Radiant are scared.
Saving strats for TI.
Saving
Radiant's
non-dives
top tower
for TI.
has fallen.
Even though, yeah, the strats are exactly what they picked before.
I'm pretty sure they're 100% based on who's qualifying now and who can get points. But I don't think it's like secure.
It's
Yeah.
pretty secure. Like 99.9999999%. Okay, Weaver now finished up his axe. They're just giving Roshan to IG. No.
You can't. Yeah, this is not what you should be doing. Well, I don't know why they're not postured at the pick.
This is a refresh orb. Shard. Oh, you had the game in your hands again. I don't know if they were not aware that these bombs didn't like right on the timer. They're not even ready at all. Nobody was on the pit. No ward. No nothing.
Yeah. I mean, the experience is even going up onto the high ground. They've done it what every time IG touched high ground, toss somebody in between the 2 or 4s.
Yeah, but I'm sure IG after the second time they get burned, surely learn.
Wow. I don't know. We've seen teams just throw their heads into the wall a couple times.
Now they smoke up. Yeah, I just don't understand why they would do that for free. It's a refresher shot on Razor. It's double axe ult. hurts a lot.
Yeah, I talked about that out double ult. You used to see it and just and it
Yeah.
really and it drags the buildings.
And now they're smoking towards Roche. It's a little late, SAG. If you didn't get them, or dead.
Where did this go?
Wait, what? I thought it just respawned.
Big Sasix, by the way. So I'm expecting to see Kaka make moves with an Icar attacks.
Still so.
You have two Eye of the Storm. Great.
The
Do you
5-man
even
smoke.
have the control to catch this Weaver?
If two of them is dead, and the thing is, they won't get a fight like that.
Weaver's never going to be sitting close enough for you to duel him. I would say he shouldn't be. Chris dive, duels on the sun.
No flash from him. Double duel.
Now
Double duel.
it's another 30.
He got 60.
So he gets another 30 on top of the 30. Extra stats resistance there for 70.
This Weaver needs. I don't like this Lincoln, the Skadi. I think Satanic would be much better. If you ever get dueled, you need to be able to life leech do that duel. And the Skadi is not going to help you a lot against that, or with that rather. Right now, it kind of feels like IDC versus the world, which is an issue.
I don't know if it's IDC against the world. You got to give a little to tossing them under the
I'm just talking
doors.
purely about damage.
True.
Like, if they control this Weaver, that's like 70% of the damage gone.
They might have to dueling soon if they get to one Eye of the Storm.
Dire structures are
Warming it
fortified.
up. Then backup is 5. Might be another play here.
Dire's middle barracks are under
The
attack.
weather outside, as we take a look, the weather report over mid-center axis.
I haven't walked in a few times.
The duel is there, fighting been caught. That's exactly what they needed, and this popped in September. Emo going in.
Dire's middle barracks
Double
are
storm,
under
and he's
attack.
coming through, killing off Stent, who doesn't have buyback. They'll crowd them into the base. They do have buyback on Weaver, so you still have to be careful. That's stupid. Too keen to back in, too fast on, but try and fight.
They're running all off.
Tower
I
is under
need to
attack.
finally getting serious about this game.
Yeah, they're recognizing that they can. He's trying to get in on that! Blink, silence, he's got an Aegis to work with, but haven't you seen him come out immediately? Sun Goku, alright, play well, right on top of Fly.
He's too scared on the Weaver now suddenly. That one death really made him fear everything.
Yeah.
He had no thoughts ready whatsoever, and he's like, I can't go in because I can't hit anyone.
So here's the thing. 25. Get that jamming attack.
Hell yeah.
Like that.
This will do nicely.
That's it.
No, so, he's going to be hitting harder. You don't have the double Eye of the Storm anymore. If you fight during the Aegis, that's going to be your best opportunity. But I think without that, they get risky. Like, you didn't finish the game with that refrain. You didn't finish the game right now with that Aegis. So I think as he gets for that, he might be in trouble.
If you get
Silence,
it,
tackle, frenzy attack, take some
Dire's
magic
top
from you.
tower is under attack.
I'm just so worried. Like, SAG had this super good time, but giving away the Roshan really
Yeah, that was
brutal.
Press the attack. He's not scared when he's got press the attack ready to
Radiant
go.
structures
At
are
all.
fortified.
And I think that might be like not duels.
It's running out now. But the problem is the Radiant kind of scales so much better. You brought the gold differential down to 6k from a 15, but just this Roche control was so important. And it just lost them the game. So now, as I said, the longer the game goes out, the better the scale.
Is a great conductor.
This is one opportunity.
One chance. One opportunity.
All you get sometimes.
Now they're eating mom's spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
I'm on the floor already.
Man, like, what do you do now? Like, you're just baiting and
Dire's
baiting until they
turret
come again
has
or
been
what?
killed.
It's not really a
Dyer's
recipe for
bottom tower
success.
is under
And they're like,
attack.
yeah, we know. So they're walking out again. Please don't go to the tree in again. What is the problem? All the lanes are pushing. It's like the most obvious smoke of 2021.
Dyer's bottom tower has fallen.
Again, tower.
Yep. And JT with the second BKB queued up. Hell yeah. Wouldn't have seen that.
Currently, his BKB stands at 8 seconds.
And the new one would as well.
Dyer's bottom tower is
Repurchasing
under
does not
attack.
give you that anymore. It used to have 3-4 BKBs.
Wasn't it the BKB that if you bought the recipe back a long time ago? Was that drums?
That's true. It still is drums, actually.
Dyer's bottom tower has fallen.
I still remember in Dota 1 when you could buy Aegis and you just couldn't drop them from the slots.
Could you imagine how much that would be in games if they brought that back to playing Aegis?
That would be pretty insane, yeah.
High ground hold, you just buy an Aegis.
On Stormers.
They got the Lotus Door. To the plasma field, he doesn't have buyback. Short, solid gold key Go to the bottom set of racks, they'll glue.
No power.
Living armor, Martin, focus armor, up 8. Treants hit that level 20.
Dyer's bottom tower.
Overwhelming blink. They've got the Serpent Warriors down. They have the Hex on a fly.
There was an instant timeline.
Have the Aegis to work with. You can feel the damage from IDC, but the question is, can he commit and get these kills? It's very difficult, especially if you're watching as GT. His game plan's kind of fallen a little bit differently as these stages has progressed. You know, originally he was jumping in, cool. Now he's sitting back and he's just giving the Magic Unity with the press the attack.
Yeah, because they got other ways of locking down the Weaver now, so he's not the guy that needs to jump in.
Yeah.
Taking the safety and much more seriously.
It's not coming from him. But again, press the attack. They're not going to get anything done, I think. JT still being alive. And unfortunately, so back to protect it. Even seasons up in September. Got the Lotus Orb. He'll get the Hex on a pump. And then the Hex bounce back with the Lotus Orb. And back on September. They'll look to get the set racks up toward the top.
Dyer's top barracks has fallen.
And we'll get full.
Scared.
Overwhelming blink. Supernova down. Lotus Orb reflecting back that Hex again. They got the Hex out. Supernova down. Every bottom. And now they're same speed. Ollie's getting low. The temperature box DC. It's like been popping. To be a little bit more careful as they're walking through top. They do have buyback available on this tree, but you can see IG very meticulous about how they want to take this, and they don't want to overcommit. They don't want to get caught on an SPD.
Dyer's middle tower
24k
is under
gold ahead
attack.
at this point. We'll see if they want to try and squeeze it and finish it over.
Except each not quick enough with the fingers on that one.
Yeah, fortunate.
Kingswell, Son Goku, there's the mic as well as the hook stop. They've got them press the attack once again. They go after the E. He'll go up into the air, but I don't think that's going to matter. Suddenly, that Storm Crab is not going to be your saving grace on this one.
Or is it?
Spirit Vessel. How many hits low? He survives with health. After back, just with the hook stop once again, but every time you're going mid, AT is just there. Ready to throw the siege. And he's got a lot of mana to work with.
Infinite versus of the attack. What's the cooldown? 11 seconds.
It's really not much.
Once he's level 25, it's gonna be a real party. Bring out the horn. Roshan is up. IG's like, alright, this is the way. Is T sharp and Dagger. Who gets the axe? I would give it to Marissa.
That is sealed. At this point, Axe Blessing, Refresher Shard.
I mean,
Immortality!
SAG
was just.
they have no one to blame but themselves. Like, they were not around Roshan at all. No wards, no knowledge about Roshan at all. There was just nothing. They just gave up for free after crushing a fight. We've seen it so many times though, where they actually make the game competitive, but in the late game portion, they just fumble, crumble, tumble.
Aegis again. With Refresher Shard.
Yep.
2. They've got the Serpent Wards, okay. That's down, but isn't doing enough to damage for Mine. On the 3. Gonna get the kill here on him. Eating up the rain bump. Still has static. It's got the static. Jake right next to Emo. The damage coming in from Mine is enough to take up the Aegis. They've got the head, but that's gonna one never once again. Emo just right now. Don't go through. He's being cut off from the rest of his team. Shackles, but now they've got the control of the Aegis. And he's got that BKB popped by JT. They've got the damage to get the kill in September. They'll take him out for 65 seconds with that 5-act. IDC throwing the slam out there easily. Now Hex once again from Kaka. Supernova goes down and they need her off the end of the base. Meanwhile, the Isaac throws. Supernova goes down and that goes it off. Got Flop in some trouble. Toss it in the air once hit. Soulbind out. The Wraith and all on the other side. So much damage. But there's the attack. We're getting killed. Look at this. The Supernova will buy back. But nobody attacking it just yet. Shows Faithfully. Puts up once again. Tossed up in the air. He's still alive. The arrange is keeping him healthy. It's keeping him up. He's brought down by the fifth air. And they will get the kill. They'll call GG as they run down SAG. And I will take it. It's a lot of Ds.
The GGs. What?